And just waiting for things to warm up before I start to work over there. But, anyway, okay, continuing on the pie chart. So I talked about cheating in the last one. So, you know, that one's a tricky one to figure that one out. I guess the last part of the pie chart, there was a couple of other things, you know, like different relationship goals, that kind of stuff. There was, you know, bored in the relationship. The bored in the relationship, I don't discount those ones because there's other things that will break up a relationship during the pie chart. Like lack of intimacy. Well, that's kind of would lead to boredom in a relationship, wouldn't it, if there was lack of intimacy? And it's not just about the sex. It's, you know, which is a big thing. If you're one of those people that are very, you know, physical, so to speak, you know, you need a lot of, you know, hugs and kisses and other things, and you get into a relationship with a woman that's not really, she doesn't like to be touched that much and whatever, you need to know that right away. You need to kind of know that right away. Because if the problem is with her, then you need to either accommodate that and compromise on that, and then that leaves you, you know, with a platonic friend in a relationship. So you need to mend that intimacy somewhere else. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're not going to be as physical. Okay. Well, what else can we do, you know, so that we're laughing and happy and whatever? Maybe, okay, well, if I can't, you know, get the rub-a-dubs or whatever, maybe I'll take a dancing. And then, you know, that's a way to be intimate without being sexual. You know, and then that usually ends up leading to being sexual. So sometimes the other person needs to be led to the comfort zone of that. And it's not that they don't love you or anything like that. I don't think it's anything like that. I just think it's just like the shark effect, you know, where they don't like being touched. You know what I mean? And they freak out, so you have to, you know, it's kind of like the first time you pet a stray cat or something like that. It freaks out, right? And then the 15th time it's like, okay, man, pet me. So you got to kind of treat it like that, baby steps, right? Maybe you need counseling, maybe you need whatever. But intimacy is another reason why people break up, and that is a huge topic all onto itself. Which that, like I say, the boredom or lack of communication, that's the other one. Honesty is the best policy right from the get-go. I'd rather be blatantly honest and have a woman tell me to fuck right off. I don't want to have anything to do with you. And I mean, I'm not talking about being brackish or anything like that. Oh, there's my client there. He's probably saying, oh, he's right sitting over there. The thing is that I'm going to have to wrap this up because my client saw me. He's probably like, why is he just sitting there? I'm going to tell him, but I just, you know, I thought I'd wait till 9:30 to warm up. You know, I do that. Like I'll sit there and wait to start. You know, it's like I'm never late. I'm just like, okay, do I start now or do I start a little bit later? Because I'm thinking, how cold is that water going to be if I have to take that talk out, right? But anyway, the thing is that yeah, like the whole intimacy thing and communication thing. The communication thing should be the very first thing on your list of things to do, because that will do most of the vetting for you right up front. And how do you do that? How do you get to the honest conversations and stuff like that? Well, you gotta learn how to socialize. It keeps coming back to that. Eye contact. If you want to attract a woman, you have to look her in the eye. If she can't make eye contact, don't take it personally, because most people have antisocial behaviors. They call themselves introverts. There's no such thing as an introvert. You're just antisocial because you haven't been acclimatized to being socialized, right? Gen X, there was very few antisocial. Even the antisocial people were in big groups. You know what I mean? Like it was bizarre. Here's all the outcast kids over here that are antisocial. There's like 100 of them. Like, yeah, they're really antisocial. We were bad at antisocial. You know what I mean? Yeah, because we always had groups. But it was communication. It was that. But yeah, honesty is the best policy for you, for them. You know, say what you mean what you say, all that good stuff. Yeah, just practice what you preach there. look, my entire life, I've tried to make life as easy for myself. Like, I knew as a kid, that life was going to be hard. You know what I mean? I knew it was going to be hard. So what I was like, okay, how do I make life as easy? And as I got into a teenager, yeah, things are hard. You know, like not everything goes the way you want. And then, of course, as soon as I got into being a young man, and you get out in the world and it starts kicking your ass a bit, you're like, yeah, life is hard. How do I avoid the pitfalls so I don't make life harder? And I did stupid stuff like, you know, like if you're under the age of 35, you're an asshole anyway. So, you know, don't take it personal. It's you're going to be an asshole. From the age of 13 on, you're an asshole. If you're a guy, you're just an asshole. Just, you know, but try to quail it. You know, try to be better. You know what I mean? And just own it. You know what I mean? Like, just own your mistakes. Own what you have to do. But when you own your mistakes, you usually learn from them, so you don't make bigger mistakes. And just don't go to the obvious stuff. Like, just don't do the obvious stuff that you know is going to be inherently bad lifestyle decisions, because that's has a lot to do with bad relationships. It starts with you, right? So I'm not putting all the blame on you. I'm saying you have control in that area. That's what I'm saying. So if you've kind of got that part figured out, like you always hear all women don't go for the nice guy. That's fucking bullshit. They go for the nice guy. They do. You're always assuming the guy that they're going for because they're better looking and they're a Chad or whatever, that Chad's not a nice guy. Well, if he sticks with her and he's loyal to her and he's doing this and he's doing that and he's, you know, really active in the relationship, then he's kind of the nice guy, isn't he? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he's the Chad, whatever. It's just you're jealous. That's all. That's all it is. So don't function on jealousy. Function on, you know, stoicism. You know, the world is what it is. You are what you are, and just try to be the best version of what you are. You know what I mean? Like I say, don't wait till you have a failed relationship to say, I'm going to start to improve myself. Well, you should be doing that before you even get into the relationship. And I'm not talking the superficial stuff. I'm going to gym maxing and all. That's great and all that. But that's not what brings you happiness anyway. I get it. The gym bros are into the gym bros. But the gym bros are also doing it as, some of them are doing it as a cope. You know, saying, well, I'm going to, you know, just swear off women, but I'm going to go, you know, gym max because, you know, I'll be buff and everything like that for me. Have we not heard that argument before? I wear makeup and dress this way just to look good for myself. Yeah. It's the same fucking thing. It's a cope. It's a cope. So what I'm telling you is, getting back to the pie chart, if you can't have an honest conversation with the person you're going to be with the rest of your life, who can you have an honest conversation with? Now, I do also understand there's like situations where some stuff you just don't, like, you know, you don't bitch and whine about your problems to your significant other all the time. You'll drive them nuts. So you need another outlet that. But if you have things that you have to bitch and get off your chest like on a daily basis, that's not normal. There's something wrong with you. You need to fix that. You need to figure out what it is and you need to fix it. Because most people should get up in the morning without a care in the world. You know, like, other than, you know, how am I going to conduct my day? That should be most people. That's normal. That's how you make life easier for yourself. It's still going to be hard, but that's how you make life easier for yourself. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up so that I actually do have anything.